Well, hello everyone, sports fans and Blues Nation. This is Calnix Baker TV here. So time for another prediction video, as it is time for my predictions for the St. Louis Blues 2025-26 season. That's right, Blues hockey is almost back, and the NHL season is about to get started, as the Blues will open up the season at home this Thursday night against the division rival Minnesota Wild. And yeah, and well, really looking forward to this season. Uh, After last year, we had a very good season. It didn't start out super well for us, but we made a huge turnaround in the second half of the season and made it to the playoffs, but unfortunately lost in the first round in 7 games to the Winnipeg Jets in overtime, in which we were just seconds away from winning that game and winning the series. So, but yeah, so it was a heartbreaking way to have our season end, having it end like that, allowing the game tying goal to the Jets with like 3 seconds left, and then they got the game winner in double overtime. So that was definitely not the way we wanted our season to end, but it was still a very, very successful season. And yeah, now led by head coach Jim Montgomery in his first full season as Blues head coach, took over in like November of last year. And yeah, and I think if we could have hung on and won that game 7 in the series against the Jets, I think we legit could have made it to the conference final, if not the Stanley Cup final. So, but yeah, so looking forward to this season to start, facing a very tough opponent, the Minnesota Wild, a division opponent. As well, I believe we struggled against them last year in the 4 games we played against them. We went 1-3 against Minnesota, losing both times at home. And uh, yeah, and well, the Blues did not make a lot of changes in the offseason, did not make many. We brought in a couple players, but not that many. Most notably, a couple of veteran forwards. That's veteran forwards Nick Bjugstad and Pius Suter. Bjugstad most recently played for the Utah Hockey Club, although now called the Utah Mammoth. It was with them last year. Nick Bjugstad, so we got him in free agency. Also got forward Pius Suter, formerly, I believe, with the Vancouver Canucks. So, and we also made a trade in the offseason. Also, we traded away forward Zach Bolduc to the Montreal Canadiens for defenseman Logan Mailloux. I believe that's how it's pronounced. So, yeah, those are really our only changes in the offseason, in terms of adding players and getting and subtracting players. So we were pretty quiet in the offseason. So, and well, the Minnesota Wild, a playoff team from last year, they lost in the first round last year to the Vegas Golden Knights, and well, they just signed their top player, Kirill Kaprizov, one of the top players in the entire NHL, to a huge extension, actually the largest contract ever in NHL history. So, and when healthy, Kaprizov is one of the best players in the game. So, and yeah, so he averages about a point per game. And, well, of course, the Blues are led by forward Robert Thomas, who had a career year last year, averaged a point per game, had more than 50 assists on the season. Jordan Kyrou had over 30 goals on the season. Captain Braden Shen had a solid season. Defenseman Colton Parayko had a career season last year, despite missing like a month because of an injury. Still managed to have a career season, career high in points. And our key acquisition from last year, That's defenseman Cam Fowler, a huge addition down the stretch last year. So he'll be entering his first full season with the Blues, Cam Fowler. So, and of course, goaltenders Jordan Binnington had another solid year last year, and second string goalie Joel Hofer both had very solid years last year. So, and yeah, it's basically looking to kind of, rebound and make it back to the playoffs and hopefully not blow a 2-goal lead and give up a game tying goal with the 2 seconds to play. So, and yeah, so we have a very solid team, quite a bit of youth on this team. We also have potential Calder Trophy contender, and that's Jimmy Snuggerud, who got some action at the very end of last year, and I think even had a couple points in the playoffs against the Jets. Jimmy Snuggerud, just a couple years ago, was in college playing at the University of Minnesota, I believe, and now is in the NHL and as a contender to be the top rookie in the league. So he'll definitely be a player to keep an eye on all season long for the Blues. So, yeah, just really looking forward to this season starting. We have new jerseys that we'll be wearing regularly. So definitely looking forward to that. Definitely kind of take time to get used to. So, and yeah, let's open up the season Thursday against Minnesota, and then our first road game of the season will be Saturday against the Calgary Flames. That'll be the first of 2 on the road and 2 in Canada. Saturday against Calgary, and then Monday the 13th at Vancouver. So, and yeah, so in the Florida Panthers, the 2-time back-to-back defending Stanley Cup champions, are now going for the unthinkable and attempting a 3-peat. So the Florida Panthers are, they of course beat the Edmonton Oilers for a second straight year to win their second straight Stanley Cup. So, and they'll be without forward Matthew Tkachuk for at least potentially until the new year with an injury, but they're going to be without their key player, Captain Alexander Barkov. He'll potentially be out for the entire season due to a knee injury. So, but yeah, so what you guys think about this upcoming NHL season, how you think the Blues will do this season. Central Division is a pretty tough division. You have some very good teams there at the top with Dallas, Colorado, and Winnipeg. And, Minnesota and the Blues came out as wild cards last season. Wouldn't be surprised if we see that again this year. So till Thursday in the Blues season opener at home against the Minnesota Wild. So till then, count up to saying, go Blues.